People, this is Dennis John Sietsma Productions. I'm in southeastern Florida. Today is October 1st, 2022. The threat of Hurricane Ian has passed, and yesterday the weather improved. The weather forecast today says the weather's going to be nice today. I'd love to go scuba diving in the Florida Keys or other fun stuff, but I don't have time. I have demands on my time right now. I want to focus today working on drivability issues of this 1994 Astro van that I've owned since new. My past video log shows a lot of work I've done to it that I won't go over here because it takes a long time to tell you everything I've done to this van. I'm getting estimates for auto body work to repair the leaking windshield and the corrosion underneath the windshield that I'll show you in a minute, and corrosion up top on the roof of the van that was repaired in 2017, 2018 and has returned because they didn't do the repair as I asked with a metal patch. Not sure why, probably access problems. But anyway, the drivability issue has been here for a while, and I'll show you that after I warm up the engine. But I wanted to do this intro first without any noise or fussing or cussing. But this, again, it's October 1st, 2022, and I've removed the engine cover, and it was a 15mm deep well socket. You could use a regular 15mm, and these bolts are hard to see that have to be removed, so I painted them yellow. This one I did right, and this one I painted the wrong thing, so I'll put some black paint on that and highlight the... I did paint that yellow, but you can't see it very well. But anyway, the drivability issues are an engine seeking at idle, seeks. I have to use the right term. And you can see the corrosion underneath the windshield that unfortunately has to be sorted. And I've removed some of the coolant from the radiator purposely to do the next test, and I'm trying not to discharge the battery, so I'm keeping the doors closed. But I've got this engine leak down tester kit that I bought online, and it requires use. Well, I have to learn how to use the leak down tester, but that's a time-consuming test, and I'm not gonna... I may do that in a later video, but I may do like one cylinder if I find one I suspect has got a blown head gasket or a cracked head or other problems. But what I'm going to do today is I've got this bought this at Harbor Freight, this combustion leak test, because it's a very easy test to do, but it requires use of this this test fluid. They call it block tester, that goes with this, and they sell these separately, so you got to get the fluid. But the upshot is, with the leak tester, the fluid in there will turn colors if you have any combustion gases in the radiator. And I'm going to start the engine and warm it up, and we'll get into showing you how the engine does seeking. But besides the seeking at idle, which is annoying but doesn't prevent me from driving it, there are problems that just showed up recently. I did a compression test. Compression check was good. Had a good, really good compression, like 150 all the way around, and even. That's what you want with a compression. It can be 170, 150, 140, 130, as long as it's above 90 and that they're even. And if it's not burning oil, you're probably okay. But recently I had symptoms of hydrostatic lock show up, so that is a concern. And I'll be throwing this video on the internet first as just a segment, as an intro, and then once I get this engine warmed up, I'll do the actual test with this combustion leak tester. And believe it or not, doing these video logs helps me not only document my work, but it helps me remember what I've done, and it helps me organize my thoughts as I go forward so that I'm methodical and time efficient. Because most people would just tear into an engine, pull the heads, and believe me, you don't want to do that. Do your diagnostic tests and your due diligence, because it comes apart real fast. It goes together real slow, and you may not have time or executive focus, or life may give you other priorities once you have it apart, and then you never get the damn thing back together again. Then you can't do the tests. And these tests required an assembled engine to do this combustion leak test, or your leak down tests, or even other diagnostic tests that I won't get into. With an assembled engines, you can do the tests, assuming you have time to do the tests. So I hope you're enjoying the video. This is Dennis John Sietsma, Dennis Sietsma Productions, in southeastern Florida, in the Redland Farm area, near Homestead, Florida, USA.